Hey everybody, it's me RST, and today I just wanted to talk about a early in-game Light Bowgun build for the LBG. So this is going to be a Pierce 2 build, and so I was just going to show y'all. I know that a lot of people probably today or tomorrow will be finishing the story. I actually beat it last night, and the first thing I went for was a Light Bowgun build. So Light Bowgun is commonly used at the start of endgame because of its ease of use and its high damage output in a lot of games, and in Rise it's no different. It does a lot of damage and it does it very easily. So today I was going to show you, we go to equipment. So you're going to use the Rakna-Kadaki Light Bowgun. This is the final version. I think the base attack is 180, but I put a long barrel on, which I think gives it 7, and then also did the attack boost 3 rampage skill, so that's going to give you even more damage. It has high base affinity, which is another thing that's great about this, but the main thing with most bowguns is always going to be the ammo. So up until you get it to the final upgrade, you won't be able to tell, but it shoots rapid pierce ammo 2, and that's where your damage is going to come from. It shoots rapid pierce ammo 1, I want to say like from the start of the tree. But until you get to the final upgrade, it won't rapid shoot pierce ammo 2. You can't reload while moving. Let's see if it'll actually say. But it's still a very quick, no it won't. It's still a very quick reload, so it's not too much of an issue. Just know that you're going to have to stop for just a second to reload, but it's still very quick. So in order to get the best things that I've found so far on this set skill-wise is you're going to want to make the Renflos, or Renoflos, head and legs. So that's going to give you total Pierce Up 3. You don't really care about the stun resistance, don't really care about the tremor resistance, it's just a byproduct of the actual armor. But yeah, so those are going to be your 2 to get Pierce Up level 3. That will give you an actual boost of, it just says greatly. A lot of things will tell you the percentage, but it's a pretty big boost. Next, you're just gonna kind of want to put in there damage increasing skills, because pierce up and damage is all you're gonna really want in order to take things down quickly. So I went for the Rakna-Kadaki male. It was the best thing I found that kind of had some good things for affinity. Since it's already at 40 affinity, critical eye is 5% affinity for every point. So my base affinity now, with nothing else added on other than my base affinity and the 2 levels of critical eye, is 50. So ideally what you want to be able to get once you get like a God Charm or something is if you get 3 levels of weakness exploit, then if you are hitting a weak point you have 100% affinity. And so that won't take too many slots or anything, but you'd be able to do that. So yeah, it also gives you evade window, which is not necessarily, but is a little bit nice. And then for the last 2 pieces, you're going to want to go with the Rathalos braces. So it's showing 3 because I have 2 attack decos in here, but it's only attack boost 2. I believe, yeah. It's only attack boost 2. But still, just straight up attack boost is always going to be pretty good. It's not a huge increase. I looked, there's not really much in the way of critical eye. And also, critical eye is your only real other option. And since you're already going to be able to get weakness exploit, or max affinity from weakness exploit, critical eye is not that necessary. So yeah, so that's what we're going to go for. Once you fully upgraded, honestly, even though Renoplos is rarity 4, the defense is not that bad. I've been fighting a lot of Rathalos today, a lot of Rajang, a lot of Gosarog in order to get the attack decos needed. And basically the only thing that can even 2-shot you is Rajang if he hits you with one of his beams and then like a strong attack. Gosarog's gonna get you close with the 2-shot, but not really, and Rathalos can't really 2-shot you. So it's a usable amount of defense. It's a very comfortable set, and it'll get you on your way to endgame where you can start farming more stuff, farming charms, things like that. Speaking of charms and talismans, what you're gonna want is weakness exploit just in general. If you haven't gotten to the actual endgame and looked yet, a lot of things that were decos before are not decos now. They're locked specifically to talismans and armor. Weakness exploit, critical boost, things like that, you can only get through talismans. So, and to some degree, critical eye. So, in my opinion, a lot of people's opinion, one of the best things is going to be weakness exploit. Weakness exploit's been a skill that's been around for a long time. It's always been really useful. I don't know exactly how many points you can get yet, but if you go to the melter and you actually do the stuff related to it, and you do the one where it's specifically for weakness exploit, then you have a 10% chance. I don't know if it's 10% times 10% times 10% for 3 levels of weakness exploit or what, but this is just the first one that I got. It's not too bad. It's got 1 level of it, so that's going to be an automatic 15% affinity boost just by hitting a weak spot, and it gave me a level 2 slot. So that's not terrible. I could put an attack gem in there, something like that. Attack decoration. But this is the base of the build so far. Once I really get it maxed out, I'm going to hope to have level 7 attack boost. I just need to get 1 more attack deco for that, but I went ahead and made this video. And level 3 weakness exploit, and that's going to be very, very, very strong. I don't really know how much more you're going to be able to get other than that. Maybe with like some absolute min-max stuff before, with what we currently have out in the game before the Camelios update late next month. Maybe you could get like a point of critical boost or something, but I'm thinking the max for this is kind of going to be, unless talismans are even crazier than I thought, something along the lines of attack boost, level 7, critical eye level 3, pierce up level 3, and maybe like level 3 of some other like kind of random-ish skill, but I think those are the main damage ones. So I was just going to show you really quickly, if you were to make this a base, whenever I first had made this on a crit, I would only do about 6 damage. So now we're hitting about 14 on a crit. If it gets on a weak spot, if it's getting a crit, it's doing about 18. So 14 to 12. And with this being rapid, I mean, you can just see, it's doing, from 11 to 15, it's doing about 250 damage just from 1 shot, which is pretty insane. And a lot of the in-game monsters are pretty big, so you'll go through their head or their tail or whatever the weak point is, go through the rest of the body, ends up doing total about 200 damage. But just from doing this, doing 200 damage, that's going to get you a lot of sets you need really quickly. So that's going to be the end of the video. I'm going to put up the equipment one more time. If you want to make this, again, you just got to go farm. The Renflos is really easily, or Renoplos. All you got to do is go to the desert map, whatever it's called, the Sandy Plains or whatever. And right off the base camp to the right, there's a bunch of Renoflos. It's the easy part. It's the easy material that they drop to make it. The Rathalos, the only thing that was a little bit annoying about this is that you did have to get a Rathalos Ruby, but I got pretty lucky and got it second go. But I do think it's worth it. With it being attack boost, you're probably going to use it at some point anyway. The braces were very easy to make, and the Rakna-Kadaki was very easy to make. So, yeah, so good luck, everybody. I'm going to be making some more builds. I'm also about to put up a guide on how to actually use the Light Bowgun in reference to the Silkbind moves and everything. And, yeah, if you guys want to catch me stream, I stream over at twitch.tv/RST35. I'm going to be streaming all this week, a whole bunch. I did I think a 4-hour stream earlier, and we're just going to be kind of grinding in-game and trying to make a bunch of sets and stuff like that. So come on over there if you're interested, and thank you for watching this video.